accepted the challenge of a viewer that Tweedy Outdoors that I should check out, and I don't know whether I'm pronouncing this correctly. This is done all at the last minute. Iwerne or Iwerne. I'm embarrassed if I've got that wrong. I'm going to say it multiple times, but anyway, I haven't quite made it to. Oh, let's call it this other name, Stourpaine. I haven't quite made it there because I'm looking at some antiquities on the border of the parish. And the most convenient spot to get there was a place called Stourpaine. On the boundary of Stourpaine, and that I'm probably mispronouncing that. This is Dorset after all. On the boundary of the village there's two Iron Age Hillforts, but one of them's particularly special, which I'll show you in a minute why that is. Stourpaine's quite pretty. It's got a sort of Wessex brick and thatched roofs, and but that's not why I'm here. It's not so much the medieval. It's the antiquity and the early medieval I'm interested in. But there is a charter for Stourpaine. I don't, most of the time I refer to a guy called G.B. Grundy, which I talk about him at length, but he did do the parishes of Dorset, but they're not available on the internet. I mean, all of his books are out of print, but you can find copies of other counties like Berkshire and Wiltshire and so on the internet, so you can look at them yourself. But I can't find anything from Dorset. I've tried really hard, so I have no help interpreting the charters. So I'm on my own, and I've only found one waypoint as being definitely I can find, and another possible. But slightly spurious on two grounds that are both quite spurious, but it's interesting because the parish of Stourpaine goes both sides of the river today, but it appears from the Old English charter, it does say the charter that it's splitting off part of the parish to give to another parish, but another manor, but it's the charter we have only shows one half of the modern parish. This is the river Iwerne or Iwerne or whatever it is, and it spells exactly the same in the Dark Ages. In the charter it's not Dark Ages, it's later than that, the Anglo-Saxon period, but it's Iwerne Brock, and that means Iwerne. We take a left here and head up the hill to the Iron Age Hillfort, leaving the brook behind. You'll notice that hello, a robin just sat next to me. The gardener's friend, the robin. But you'll notice I'm not wearing a coat. It's 9 degrees according to the car. And yeah, sort of very early December I started wearing a coat, so maybe with the snowdrops and everything, hope springs eternal. Anyway, let's go up the hill. I've always found things, such things as snowdrops and daffodils, to be dull as dishwater, But as I get older, you start to value, I start to value things, those small displays of a changing season. Things like catkins. These quarries along here on the inside of the wall were for rebuilding. I mean, they've obviously been done in a hurry and to build up the walls, make them stronger. And it's quite a way around the circumference of the fort. It's you don't often see things like that. You don't normally just see a ditch that's been built up. So it's obviously done in a bit of a hurry. And there's more earthworks on the inside as well. This circular earthwork on the inside is a hut with an entrance, and they would have been wattle and daub with probably a thatch roof or a turf roof, whatever, I don't know. But there are quite a few of them here, and the reason why there are quite a few of them here is that this part of this hilltop wasn't ploughed. So in the 1840s, I think some pillock ploughed the other half. But you may be wondering where I get my information from. I'm not a scholar, I refute that allegation. But there's several sources. The Victoria County History Group published books from the 1920s onwards, I think. They include antiquities for all the counties of at least England. I can't remember, but there's some beautiful illustrations in there, lovely line drawings of this fort, and archaeologists and antiquarians' thoughts on the place. So so if you Google Victoria County history and the village you want to go to, it's all you can get a lot of information there. I do look for really in-depth stuff, so I look for archaeological reports. I haven't here because it's in a bit of a hurry. The Victoria County History tends to summarise a lot of archaeologist reports. Stay tuned for the next episode, where I actually explain what this fort is all about and include some stuff about the Romans.
Please subscribe, leave a comment. I really like comments, and hopefully I shall see you on the next one. Ta-ra for now.